What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 2, Episode number 10. And this episode was titled Dressed to the Whines. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop checking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Real Housewives of Dubai, shall we? All right, you guys. So a little tea before we go ahead and get into it. So the reunion for Dubai filmed last week, so I don't remember what day they filmed it, but they filmed it one day last week. I saw after the reunion, Ayan was hanging out with Stanberry and Talene, which is so odd to me, but okay. And I know that Lisa hung out with the other black woman, and it was her birthday last week, so okay. Like, interesting. Also, this week I saw that Lisa and I, not Lisa and Ayan, but Lisa and Sarah, they had a little bit of a back and forth on social media because Sarah did an interview and she talked about Lisa and her friendship with Ayan. Then, speaking of Sarah, let's just actually dig deep into Sarah real quick because Sarah did a podcast last week where she was talking about Akeem and she called him thirsty. I was like, but girl, you the one that was dating that man and you want to call him thirsty. But who's thirstier, him or you? Because you're the same person who brought this quote, thirsty person around your son. So he must not have been that thirsty for you to introduce him to your son, have him go out on an individual date with your son. So he must not have been that thirsty, Sarah. Sounds like you're the thirsty one, but hey, it is what it is. Also, in the back and forth between Lisa and Sarah, Lisa said that what she still thinks that Sarah was talking about the other black woman in that voice note. And I re-listened to that voice note again. It said so she was talking about Talene not being a big fan of the other black woman at the time, but then she said, "I'm also not a big fan of her." Now you can take it either which way. You can take that she was talking about she's not a fan of Talene's, or you can take it that she's saying she's not a fan of the other black woman. Honestly, don't care. Still think Sarah's fake as fuck, but hey, it is what it is, right? Now we get into this episode. So this episode picks up where we last left off, you guys. You guys remember in last week's episode that they were getting ready to go to dinner, and Lisa had gotten the traditional Bali dresses for the girls to wear. And so you guys remember that Stanberry made her comment about them getting it off of a girl at a restaurant, and then the other black woman made her comment about not wanting to wear mustard yellow, and it's like, girl, you don't want to wear mustard yellow, but you wear helmets for wigs. But okay, for me, I thought it was tacky and tasteless, right? Because if you looked at the other women, their dresses, I think the only one whose dress looked like it actually fit them was Lisa's, because Lisa would be able to give them her measurements, right? But none of the other girls' dresses really fit. And then the mesh didn't even, the mesh didn't match their skin tones. And that was one thing I noticed with the dresses that Selena had on. The mesh didn't really match them, and it wasn't a big deal to the other girls. They were able to, even Saba was able to suck it up and put on a dress. Saba, Sarah, Ayan. We all know Ayan loves her good gowns, but all of them were able to say, you know what, let's do one thing for the team, and let's just all be on the same accord. And um we all would have to be on the same accord and go from there. But they couldn't do that, right? Speaking of Sarah and Saba, did you guys see that yesterday? So I saw a lot of people were talking about Saba and the fact that Saba made a public statement about them not being friends with each other anymore, right? Now, you guys do remember that when Saba was introduced to us through Sarah, Sarah said that they're friends as well as business partners. So, what Saba ended up doing was she was saying that she's no longer going to be having a personal and professional relationship with Sarah. Sarah tried to clap back. I didn't call it a clap back, but if you guys thought it was a clap back, let me know what you think in the comment section below and in the live chat, right? So all the girls, with the exception of the miserable three, Stanberry, the other black woman, and Tylene, they stayed at the resort and ate there. And Lisa, Sarah, Saba, and Ayan, they went to the restaurant and they actually had a good time with each other. I really wish that those girls had just sucked it up and just, been good sports about it. Because I mean, yes, did those dresses look ill fitted? Absolutely. But for me, it just felt like a disrespect to the culture. You know what I'm saying? But you guys tell me your thoughts and your opinions. We can agree to disagree, right? Now, back at the villa where they're staying at, the other black woman and Stanberry were able to make up. And Stanberry is like, this is the other black woman that she knows and loves. I was like, a miserable Betty, because that's all she's giving. I don't wear mustard yellow. I don't wear mustard yellow. It's like, girl, shut up. Like, she was really getting on my nerves in that particular moment. And so then Stanberry is talking about the fact that with she and Ayan, she feels like they're back at square one. And here's my thing when it comes to Ayan and Stanberry. I think Ayan overreacted, right? Because you're the one that went to Stanberry and Tylene to let them know about this voice note. So you can't be mad at anybody else but yourself. You only have yourself to be mad at. But hey, it is what it is, right? So the other ladies left dinner and went back to the villa. I loved it when Ayan told them that, so you guys didn't come because of what? Because you guys are sitting here looking basic and boring. I was like, hey man, she was right about that. And then Talene them is like, well, the buttons didn't fit, this didn't fit, that didn't fit. And Sarah and Sabo were like, well, stuff didn't fit on us as well. So, but we were still able to go and enjoy dinner. Why can you guys come? It just, I don't know what, they don't have any justification. And then for Talene to, last week talk about the fact, well, I didn't know Lisa was in charge of style. Well, she necessarily wasn't in charge of style. She just thought that this would be something fun and cute for you guys to do, and you guys didn't want to do it. Speaking of this whole dress situation, right? So the other black woman at one point was talking to Tylene and Stanberry, telling them that she saw Lisa's text message and that she thinks that Lisa is only she did that on purpose, right? Well, Lisa doesn't have you guys as measurements, but okay, girl, if you feel like she did it on purpose, you feel like she did it on purpose. But did you not see did you literally not go and look at the other girls' dresses? Because none of the dresses fit like only dress that I think, and it ain't even the fact that I think Lisa's dress fit properly. It's the fact that, like Lisa said at the dinner, some people just know how to. You can take any kind of, if it's an ugly outfit, you can take an ugly outfit and make it look good on you. That means you can put on the best accessories. You can do your hair well. You can put on, make your have your makeup look so beat that people won't even notice a dress, right? You can, like I said, you can add accessories. You can do a lot of things to a quote unquote ugly outfit. That just goes to show that you, the other black woman, can't dress. Your hair is never your hair is a mess. Like, if you could actually pair it, then you would have, you would have been able to be like, okay, you know what? Even if I think that this girl is trying to shade me and whatnot, I can still rock this outfit and make this outfit make me look like a 10 compared to the rest of them. Instead of you sitting there complaining about mustard yellow, but whatever. Set yourself off, go off, do what you're gonna do, right? She honestly, like I said, she got on my nerves, but you guys can definitely tell me what you guys think and feel about that down in the comments and in the live chat, you guys, and we'll discuss it there. So after that, where do we go? So, like I said, the girls when they got back, like I said, Ayan called them out, but Talene apologized to him after they basically called her out on her BS, right? So when Talene apologized, the other black woman, she decided that she wanted to apologize as well. And I was like, girl, you don't mean that at all. And lo and behold, she didn't mean it because when the other girls left and it was just her and Talene, she's like, why did you apologize? Like, I didn't want to apologize. Well, girl, if you don't want to apologize, you ain't got to say, I'm sorry. Like, I hate that is one thing that I can't stand. Is for a person to tell me you're sorry and you don't mean it. Like, keep that apology. If you don't mean that you're sorry, it's fine. I don't need an apology from you. That's it. That's all. But hey, again, I want you guys to tell me your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. Okay, so next up, you guys, where will we move on? So, Stanberry. So, the next day, what's going to happen is the girls are going to go do ATV, right? And we see Stanberry. So, Stanberry was on the phone with Sergio and she was talking to Sergio and just basically letting Sergio know the stuff that's going on between she and Ayan currently, right? And when it comes down to the stuff with she and Ayan, I believe that there's equal fault. Do I think that's what honestly when it comes to Stanberry, I think Stanberry was just trying to have a messy moment when it came to Sarah. And honestly, I don't really care. I don't feel no types of way about it. But if Ayan felt the way about it. But the thing with Ayan is Ayan is so mad, and it's just like Ayan, you're only mad at yourself because you got caught. You got caught stirring the pot, and I don't necessarily know if you expected for Stanberry to mention this. Now I know I have heard some rumblings that allegedly, because I don't, you guys believe whatever you want to believe, but according to what I've heard, supposedly Ayan had told Lisa about this before dinner. So I don't know what's true and what's not true, but whatever. Maybe we'll get to it at the reunion. And, you know, maybe we'll get to it at the reunion, but okay. It is what it is. Next up, you guys. So yeah, not Ion, but Stanberry is telling Sergio instead of going ATVing with the girls, what she and Ion will do is they will go and have lunch, and they can just sit down and talk about the things that happen between them, right? So we do see as Stanberry and Ion they sat down with each other, right? And Stanberry is saying that it didn't go the way that she necessarily expected it to go. And I was like, well, how did you expect it to go, Stanberry? And I want to know the answer to this question that I have right here. So Stanberry is saying that she didn't know that Lisa had sent Ayan the voice note. Well, Mama, who else was gonna send it to her? Because you got a process of I'm gonna give you a process of elimination, right? It wasn't you, it wasn't Talene. So that's two people off. That's two people off the list, right? It wasn't Sarah. That's the third person off the list. It was another black woman. That's number four. So by process of elimination, you only have one person left in this whole equation, and that's Lisa. So I'm so confused how Stanberry is saying she didn't know that Lisa had sent her the voice note. You had to have known she sent her the voice note. Who else was it going to be? Out of everybody else that's left, you only have two people. And I sincerely doubt you can. Okay, so let's go by everybody on the cast, right? You got the other black woman, you got Sarah, you got Stanberry, you got Ayan, Lisa, Tylene, and you have Saba, right? You can easily take away two people. Stanberry and Tylene, because she told them at lunch, right? So you two are out of the equation. You can take away two more people. You can take away the other black woman and Sarah, because this is about them. So they didn't do it. Now that leaves one person, well, two people left in this equation, right? You have Lisa and you have Saba. Well, eliminate Saba because Saba is Sarah's friend. So why would she backstab her friend? The only person that you have left in this equation is Lisa. So I'm sorry, Stanberry. I'm starting to like you this season, but girlfriend, I got to call BS on this whole situation. You knew it was Lisa. You knew it was Lisa. You can't say that you didn't know it was Lisa. Let me know what you guys think, right? But like I said about Ayan, I think Ayan is putting 20 on 10, and I think Ayan is doing the most because you got caught up in the messiness. If you didn't want Stanberry to say anything, but that was a thing. Y'all said it, you, Talene, and Stanberry said it at the table that y'all were gonna bring it up in Bali. So I don't know why Ayan was so acting like she's caught off guard. But like I said, there's some stuff that, like I said, I heard that Ayan had told Lisa before the dinner. I don't know how true that is. If you guys know more, let me know in the comment section below. But eventually, Ayan and Stanberry, they made up with each other. They got on that swing, and ain't no way in hell I would have got my black behind on that swing. You would never see me like I am. When I tell you guys, I am terrified of heights. I am terrified of heights, and that would be a no for me. But yeah, you guys, that was that. So they eventually went and joined the girls at the ATV. The ATV looked really fun. Like that is something that I absolutely definitely want to do is go do ATV, right? So we see the girls as they got back to the villa, right? And so Sarah and Saba were talking about Akin. So Sarah is going to be doing this podcast where she's getting paid 45, I think she said $45,000. Girl, what are you doing now? Granted, I do see Sarah all the time on her Instagram page posting about when she does you know podcasts, but I never listen to them because it's Sarah, and Sarah just fake deep for me. I like Sarah to an extent, but she's just way too fake deep for me, right? So Sarah is saying that with Akeem doesn't want her to do the podcast. And I was like, girl, that ain't your husband. You're not in a relationship with him. Is he paying your bills? Like I was with Saba. Is he paying your bills? Because girl, if he ain't paying your bills, then girl, do what you gotta do to make your money. And $45,000 to do a podcast, and how long is what, maybe hour or two? Girl, you better get your man, you better get your damn money and say, forget Akeem. But like I said, Sarah, something's off with you, right? Because again, why would you listen to a man that you're not in a relationship with, you're not married to, and then like you said on that podcast that you were on recently, you called him thirsty, but you're just as thirsty as him, mama. But hey, it is what it is. We're gonna move on, you guys. So we are. I don't know what they were. I don't know. Well, this is the last day of the trip. So after this, they're getting ready to head back to Dubai. So Sarah has set up for a woman to read their palms. I'm gonna keep it real a buck with you guys. I want to listen to that woman. I know she was talking about with Stanberry that she is going to have a boy. She didn't say when. I doubt that Stanberry is having that boy, although that boy is on ice. She ain't having that boy. She said something to the other black woman. Y'all know I don't listen to nothing that happens with her. She was talking to Sarah about her about relationship, money, and her career. Basically, telling her to focus on her career. And we all know that she's not with Akeem anymore, so that is what it is. What it is with that. And then she said something to Ayan. I wasn't listening to what she said to Ayan either. It is what it is. If you guys were listening and you want to have a discussion about that, we can do it in the comment section and in the live chat. And then to end the episode, you remember earlier in this season when it was Stanberry, Lisa, and Ayam when they went to the dentist to see if they can guesstimate what Ion's actual age is. So Lisa has the results, and I think they said she's anywhere between 45 and 50 years old. Now, I sincerely doubt that Ion is 50, because I remember her sister's older than she is, and I thought that her sister was in her late 40s, maybe her 50s. So I don't think that she is in her 50s, but Stanberry Mama, you ain't the baby of this situation. I think the baby of this group is actually Lisa. I think Lisa's the baby, because the other black woman, she just turned 36 this week. I think Lisa's the baby. I think Lisa's about 35, 36 years old. I don't know how old Sarah is. Don't really care. And I damn sure don't know how old Talene is. But I know Talene, well, don't say that, JB, because you don't know that for a fact. But she just looks older than her 30s. If Talene is in her 30s, baby, ooh, stop smoking them cigarettes, girl. That's all I got to say is, if Talene is in her 30s, girl, you might want to lay off of them cigarettes. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got for this episode of The Real Housewives of Dubai. One much to it. It was all right. Let me know what you guys thought about it. So, you guys do know I did post on my community wall that The Real Housewives of New York City, they return on October 1st. What I will say about that trailer that I saw for New York City, it was boring as hell. I'm gonna try to get through New York City this season. I'm gonna try, you guys. And then Salt Lake City. I don't know when Salt Lake City is scheduled to come back, because they haven't released anything for Salt Lake City yet. But Salt Lake City and New York City are around the corner, and I think I'll review both shows. I think I'll review both shows. But like I said, you guys, that's all we got for Dubai. None else, nonetheless, with this episode. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section, and I will talk to you guys in the next one, you guys. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, and until the next time, you guys, stay safe. Take care of yourself, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. So, next up, you guys, I'm going to finish the next few episodes of Love is Blind UK. We will probably go live this weekend to discuss those episodes. And then we will also, I will be reviewing Bel Air, which I think premieres tonight, if I'm not mistaken, because I looked on there this morning and it wasn't there. So I'm thinking it's tonight. So I'll be reviewing Bel Air. And then we will have Real Housewives of Orange County on Friday. And I'll see you guys for all of those. So join me for whatever the live for Orange County and for Love is Blind UK. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.